Kwe, and welcome to the 2022 Powwow Pitch semifinals, presented by RBC, Shopify, Meta, and MasterCard. Sunshine Tenasco and Indigenous Cause, and I'm the founder of Powwow Pitch. I will be your host for tonight's Powwow Pitch Food and Drink semifinal, where Indigenous entrepreneurs from across Turtle Island will pitch for their chance to be named the Food and Drink category winner for Powwow Pitch. The winner from the food and drink category will win $1,000 cash and advance to the finals, where we give away a total of $50,000 in cash prizes to help Indigenous entrepreneurs scale up their businesses. Thank you for joining us. 8 years ago today, I started Powwow Pitch with the vision of combining Indigenous culture and social innovation to create a platform to celebrate, showcase, and spotlight Canada's Indigenous entrepreneurs. Over the years, Powwow Pitch has supported more than 1,000 Indigenous entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level. And this week, we will support 130 more. 2022 has already been a landmark year for Powwow Pitch as we welcome incredible partners to the Powwow Pitch family, partners that share our values. Thank you to our presenting sponsors, our silver sponsors, our seed sponsors, and our collaborating partners. With their support, we have unlocked new opportunities for Indigenous entrepreneurs and grown our prize and grant pools to more than $200,000. This summer, 2,400 Indigenous entrepreneurs pitched live at powwows and submitted their video pitches across Turtle Island from nations like the Salish, Inuit, Métis, Cree, Ojibwe, Anishinaabe, Mi'kmaq, and Navajo. We shortlisted the top entrepreneurs from each category and matched them with outstanding mentors in the lead up to this week's semifinals. Every night this week, you'll have the chance to watch Powwow Pitch semifinalists pitch to our esteemed panel of judges as they compete for a place in the Powwow Pitch finals taking place on October 19th. The prizes include $1,000 for the winner of each category, a $1,000 for the People's Choice Prize, a $5,000 alumni prize, $5,000 for third place, $10,000 for second place, and $25,000 for first place. Each semifinalist has 1 minute for their pitch, followed by 2 minutes of Q&A by the judges. Judges are evaluating the entrepreneur's presentation, execution, and follow-through, and the impact winning Powwow Pitch and the $25,000 would have on their business. Join the conversation online tonight using the hashtag Powwow Pitch. Let's begin by meeting tonight's esteemed panel of judges. Joining us this evening is Chris Hunt, Senior Commercial Account Manager at RBC. Debbie Reed, Indigenous Policy Manager at Meta. Meenakshi Vikrant, Implementations Manager at MasterCard. Joella Hogan, Founder and CEO at the Yukon Soaps Company. Noah Wilson, Business Development Manager at Futurepreneur. And Sasha Jolik, VP Software Engineering at MasterCard. It's time to meet the food and drink semifinalists. Let's get started.
Hi, my name is Tyson Wesley, and I own FN Clean Water. We sell water in aluminum cans here in Ottawa. I guess our mission is to create awareness in our country about the current situation, about clean water issues in our First Nations community. I come from a community that had one of Canada's worst water crises, and we started this to kind of create more awareness in our community in Ottawa to kind of teach Canadians about our issues, and at the same time kind of enter the beverage market as an Indigenous owned company, and to kind of so far we had $18,000 in sales since we opened in June 6th. We're starting developing our social media, and recently we're kind of going into tapping into Facebook ads for us to expand our reach here in Ottawa.
It sounds like you're kind of early on in getting your product out there into the market and adopted. What channels have you used to get your product out there?
We have social media. We're just developing the base, and we're kind of starting to use Facebook ads, and we're going to move into Google Analytics and kind of using those systems to kind of try to reach our customers.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tyson.
Great pitch, Tyson. Curious about who is on your team. Who's a part of your business and your support circle?
It's me and my partner, my girlfriend. She's from Kinigan-ZB, so it's only two of us, and our support circle is just we've developed skills operating Indigenous face masks, which had 7-figure sales in the past 2 years. So we're just learning, just utilizing what we learned from our 7-figure company to this company.
Right on. Congratulations on being a serial Indigenous entrepreneur. And interested, how would you be using the funding if you were to win for your production?
We have 20,000 cans coming, 5,000 sparkling. We're launching sparkling water in our line. With the 25,000, I think that will best served as kind of taking our home business to a kind of distribution hub, I guess. Not a hub, but more space that can distribute pallets of water, right? So,
I was curious, Tyson, who are your target clients?
Non-Indigenous people. We try to kind of target those kind of people, and at the same time, I guess, working on kind of getting businesses kind of to buy into purchasing our water for their business.
Tyson, I just got to say, I saw you at the Ottawa pitch, and you did such a great job. You've improved, and I've seen you on LinkedIn. Keep doing it. You're going to get there. Yeah. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Christine Lewis. I am the sole owner of Bannock Slap Indigenous Soul Food. I'm from Kwanlindun First Nation. I'm Northern Shoshone, and my clan is Wolf. I plan on being the very first Indigenous woman to own a food truck. First, I want to let you know my target market is tourism and Indigenous people. Second is the current situation and problem. Here in Whitehorse, Yukon, we have over 49% Indigenous people, and in 2018, we had 323,000 visitors and $148 million in sale revenue. Bannock Slap has a high gross margin of 82%. My anticipating EBITDA for the first year is $69K, second year, $140K, third year, $165K. I have been home for over 8 years, and there's no Indigenous food trucks or restaurants. I will be the change and represent our people and community. Thank you, Masicho.
Well done. Well done. So that was excellent. Thanks for telling us more, and you have a really good hold of your market research and financials going forward. So congratulations on that and putting everything into the pitch. But I guess my question to you would be: is how would you best utilize the funds for your next steps? Is it for the food truck setup, or tell us a little bit more about that?
I've already actually have everything. I've actually went and found a 7x14 truck. It's going to be less than 15,000, and I'm able to get a window installed with that. Along with it, I also am going to be looking at some of my equipment, and I've already got quotes for all of them, and it's still under 20,000. But I'm like, the only thing I have a problem with is how to do the stainless steel inside, and getting somebody to do that for me.
Got you. Thanks so much, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. What steps or actions have you taken to date with your business?
To this date, I have a business account open, and I have invested some of my own money, and I'm also currently trying to move forward with a micro loan from Denene Ventures.
Thank you.
Congratulations, great pitch. Love your energy. My question is, how do you get to your customer base?
Sorry, how do I get to my customer base?
What are your plans to get to a customer base?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure exactly. What do you mean? Like,
who are your customers and how do you get to them?
Oh, my customers are Indigenous people. I plan on having my location downtown, but I'm also working with the First Nation here to see if I can actually have a truck up here all year long through the winter.
Perfect.
And I do a lot of self-advertising. I'm pretty outspoken, so I sell myself constantly.
Great job.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yesketch you hat du sa kokatana hat. Yesketch is my Tlingit name and I belong to the Crow clan. Ixi Han Sikane, I love Bannock. Teresa Ward is my first name and I belong to Teslin. I live in Teslin, Yukon. That's where my Bannock product is from, is the Teslin unique style Bannock. Born and raised traditional style. I have 5 children, 9 grandkids, 1 on the way. And I've started my business back in 2014 with a nice little bag. And as it grew, I decided that we should put this into the stores. It gave me the idea of starting from opening the tailgate of my truck, putting a propane stove on, and started making Bannock. And it drew crowds and crowds of people everywhere I went. So that's why I'm in the store today. Making a profit margin of $112,000 this year and a forecast for 2024 of $193,000.
Hey, wonderful, wonderful pitch. Thank you so much, and dedication. When you speak. What's your who are your customers?
Most of my customers, I have them in 15 different stores now in the Yukon, in the Yukon, and so most of my customers are in the retail stores. I have them in grocery stores. So I can't really say if it's parents that are in there buying, but they're most likely the parents that are coming in buying the things. Campers, people that are outdoorsy people that go out camping, mountain walking and trails and backpacking and hunters and fishers. And I went to CarMax the other day and I sold 7 bags like that in the parking lot. So that was pretty cool.
Thank you.
I am curious, what are your plans to scale up your production?
So my plans are, I've also working on 2 more new products. I'm the only First Nations person that I know of in Canada and probably North America that has flavored Bannock. So I've got 2 more flavors coming out in the market. I'm not too sure when. I'm still trying to work on building up more money to get those into the market soon. So, and then having a market strategy, working with Mammoth Consulting, who can help me with broadening my market out more into the rest of the world.
Thank you.
Great, Teresa. We only have a few seconds left, but of course, fellow Yukoners, so great to see your products everywhere and your face everywhere. You did a wicked pitch, and keep on doing great work and getting Bannock to the world.
Goodness, sheesh. Thank you, guys.
This business is a story, my story, a journey of discovery of the interaction between ingredients and the First Peoples on a global scale. It weaves and melds some of these not so recognizable ingredients into a package that is globally recognized, chocolate. Speaking of packages, we would love to use the grand prize on custom plastic-free packaging. Ani, I am Chef Tammy Maki, a Red Seal journeyman pastry chef baker, an Anishinaabe Kwe from White Bear in Saskatchewan, and a product of the 60s Scoop. I am the CEO and owner of Raven Rising, Global Indigenous Chocolates, a company that I opened mid-pandemic in October 2020. Raven Rising has been a profitable e-commerce business since then and is now expanding to include a storefront. We proudly fund the Raven Rising Pastry Art Scholarship for an Indigenous student at George Brown College. Come along with me as I explore and learn about my Indigenous self through the tastes of Raven Rising, Global Indigenous Chocolates. Miigwech.
Great job.
Hey, good.
Thank you for your presentation, Tammy. I was curious, what have your revenues been this past year?
My revenue this year is a little bit different because I was in the opening up and front. So with things being vastly kind of behind labor and like trying to get products, it went about 3 months over what it was supposed to. I was trying not to freak out about it, but I'm looking still at over 150K for this year.
Thank you.
Great pitch. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
how do you do your production?
Well, I'm a Red Seal chef, so it's what I know. Everything is done by hand. I am old school. I did just get a chocolate tempering machine. It's a small one, so I'm quite excited about that, and that'll help me with larger projects. But yeah, I'm the only one working in the shop, so it's all me.
Oh, so great pitch. Really liked it. So, have you had expansion like globally? Like, like your customers, right? Where are they based on? Canada, or have you gone overseas?
Well, I have shipped as far away as Germany and Finland. I would like to look at the export market, but as a food producer, I need to be able to meet specific guidelines. So that is on my next to-do list.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Hi, Tammy. Just a quick question. What is the margin on your product?
What is the, sorry, you cut out there. He cut out there, so I didn't hear the whole
I think profit
question.
margin.
My profit margin? My profit margin varies greatly per product. So chocolate bars have a much higher profit margin, about 60%. My hand-painted bonbons run a lot less because they are much more time-consuming. So they're probably 20%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Thanks so
Tammy.
much.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Coutts, and I'm one half of Banging Bannock, an Indigenous woman-owned business offering fry bread mixed by the bag, inspired by our own family recipes. Since our establishment in 2021, Banging Bannock has sustained a 10% donation of profits monthly to various organizations, had opportunities to speak at different events, such as the Assembly of First Nations, won bronze in Outstanding New Product 2021 at Good to Grow's Food Trade Show, and currently around 20 stores carry our product, as well as a few food service accounts, including Fairmont YVR Globe Restaurant, and starting a new partnership with GFS. A huge accomplishment this year has been finishing our eco-friendly retail packaging with Cree symbolics in place of French in an effort towards revitalization of Indigenous languages and the conversations that go with that. Winning Powwow Pitch could help us with our issue of space and possibly kickstart our dream of having a Banging Bannock hub where we could offer jobs to youth, host events, support community, and offer space to other Indigenous entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Fantastic. That was a really great presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm curious how big of a team do you have, and what kind of support do you have for your business?
So currently, as far as the business goes, it's me and one other person, Destiny. She was in the pitch last year when we were still just little itty bitty baby business. So it's kind of cool to be here again. And then we have like a beautiful community of support just with other businesses who've been extremely supportive to us. Different resources that we've reached out to, such as mentorships, things like this. The powwow pitch has been a huge resource to us as far as the community and support. So I'd say that our team is really big just through the community that we have. But as far as the business goes, it's just Destiny and myself.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best here.
Beautiful pitch. Tell me a little bit about marketing and what you're up to. Like, you've shared a little bit, but can you tell me more? I think people really need to know about your product. So what are you guys up to?
Yeah, so as far as marketing goes, it's extremely organic. A lot of it's very word of mouth. We like to do a lot of presentations, and we like to speak in front of big groups and have conversations and share and learn from each other and cook together. And so we find that a lot of it is very word of mouth. We do also have an Instagram and a TikTok. Our Instagram's probably the most used online social thing that we have, and Facebook gets that as well. Our packaging is completely retail ready as well, so we're starting to get out there on the shelves. So a lot of people are just starting to see us in different places, and we're really lucky that a lot of the places that are picking us up are putting us on cute little displays, kind of out in the open without us asking them to. So we're getting a lot of
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Imagine being seated in a long house. You're with people of various backgrounds and old, sharing a traditional meal and learning about Indigenous foods and ingredients. An elder shares teachings about holistic as our ancestors once did. Notably was Chef Amy Pelletier, owner of Quay Cuisine. I am a proud member of the Madawaska-Maliseet First Nation in New Brunswick. After graduating with honors from culinary arts, I completed an internship in France. COVID derailed my plan of opening a cultural restaurant featuring Indigenous French fusion, but I didn't give up. I've been selling fusion takeaway dishes and catering. This has prepared me for growth to develop a cultural dining experience that combines fusion cuisine with Indigenous learning. I can leverage $25,000 into $2K for the Quay Cuisine Cultural Center to revive spirit, mind, body, and soul. Williwen, merci, thank you.
Beautiful. Awesome pitch. Tell me, what is your biggest inspiration behind your business?
Because we have lost so much of our traditional teachings and culture in our community in Madawaska-Maliseet, I think that is my biggest inspiration to bring this back, to revive it.
Quick question for you. So you mentioned that COVID was derailed some of your plans, but have you been able to launch your original products or test them out in a market already, or already opened up shop yet?
I actually opened up shop. The catering thing had taken it off pretty slowly, but now since the restrictions have been removed, things are picking up big time. I was able to sell some Wednesday lunches, I would call them, just to get things started, to have my name out there, to get going. So yeah, no, I have been working on it for the past 2 years. Yeah.
Right on. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks.
Great pitch. I was curious, how do you reach your customers?
I do have a site, quaycuisine.ca. Also, I'm in a small community. I'm in the northern part of New Brunswick, so word of mouth is big. I travel between cities also to do some catering and some cultural events. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great pitch. And I don't have time to ask a question, but I wish you all the best. And when I'm coming out that way, I'll be sure to look you up.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jenna White, a citizen of the Métis Nation of Ontario that now calls Fredericton, New Brunswick home. What started as a small farmers market booth in 2019 has grown into a multifaceted business with a restaurant, bakery, catering, and food processing facility. Since last year's powwow pitch, I've had a lot of opportunity, change, and growth. I launched my Bannock mixes in October, which can now be found in multiple stores, subscription boxes, and is first to market with a major grocery chain. I've purchased the flour mill from last year's pitch, and I'm really excited to launch our new line of stone ground flours this fall. If I win powwow pitch, I would use the money to put my export plan into action, targeting Turtle Island and Northern Europe, sharing our culture along the way. I am reconnecting with my roots and helping blaze a trail for the emerging Indigenous culinary scene, contributing representation in new spaces. I even got to bring Bannock canapes to the ECMA red carpet event. I believe food is a great way of sharing our culture and creating true appreciation, which is exactly what I'm doing through all avenues of my business, including offering traditional meals, catering, and collaborating with Indigenous entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Right on. Really concise pitch, went over everything you'd want to hear in a pitch. So congratulations on that and all of the growth that you've had since last year. So on that note, how have your revenues been since you've been able to expand your business and looking to move to exporting now?
Our revenues have grown exponentially. So last year was our first year open, and we had done, I think it was like 1,000% higher than the year before. And this year we're already beating last year. But with that being said, we started with a shoestring budget, so it doesn't go as far as one might think.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
A great pitch. I was curious, how do you reach your customers?
Mainly through social media and word of mouth. I've got a great reputation that just keeps growing, which is awesome. So I'm going to ride that as long as I can.
Thank you.
Great pitch. And as someone from Meta, yeah, ride that train. Instagram. How do you do your production? So what's your team look like, and can you scale up, I guess is the big question.
Absolutely. A big part of this being here is to scale up. So right now we can do about 1,000 units a week with the machine we have in-house, and we're looking at purchasing another machine where we're already getting into one of the major grocery chains, and we have other ones looking at us. We need to look at scaling up quite quickly. So there's a machine that'll exponentially put our output through the roof, which is fantastic.
Great. Congratulations.
Yeah. Great pitch. Really enjoyed it. What makes your product service unique?
Well, first off, we're 100% nut-free facility, so that is a little different. Our packages also have QR codes that bring the user to a video tutorial explaining the product and how to use it.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Looks like I don't have enough time to ask a question, but that was a great pitch and some really good answers, so really thank you for your presentation.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Can you recall sitting at your grandmother's table, having feelings, the smells, the love, and the conversations? My name is Candice Kennedy. I'm from Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation, and Garden Hill First Nations. I'm Three Sisters Bannock House. Our mission is to give the people Indigenous cuisine and the idea to reconcile Canada's past. We feel that this is a need in our community. We want our place to have a welcoming environment for our Indigenous people to call home and to be proud of when we walk through the doors and get a feeling of like what it's like to feel at home at Cookham's house, the atmosphere, the conversations, the family. Our restaurant will be the first of its kind in Brandon, Manitoba. The food will be the center of our basis. It's part of our heritage, our traditions. Three Sisters will be a place to come together. The ingredients and recipes are personal to me. That was 1 minute.
Hey.
I'm so nervous.
Oh, you did it pretty good. You did a really, really good job. Did not seem nervous at all to me. So, who in your team? How many is it? Just you and another person, or?
I have a whole support system. Right now, like the legal aspect of it, it's just me with the partnership. I do have a manager and some volunteer staff on standby. We do a lot of catering and getting our food out there in the community. So I do have a big support network.
Good to hear. Thank you.
Hi, Candice. Just curious, what are some of your biggest accomplishments so far?
Our biggest accomplishments is getting our name out into the community and having the community anticipate our opening. We get asked on a daily, when are we opening? When are you serving? Like, what are we doing? Like, it's been a long time. The creation and the idea of our restaurant has been ongoing since like last October. So the community is just waiting for us to open the doors.
Thank you, Candice. So everybody's waiting. Can you share with us like what steps you're working on kind of behind the scenes to reach your dream?
To reach our dream, we've been doing a lot of little catering and fundraising. We actually have an event this Friday just to get our food out and to make the community known that we are still working towards our dream of opening the doors. It's just, we're writing grants, and getting bank loans and everything we can just to get the money to open the doors.
Yeah, I don't have time to ask a question. Just wanted to wish you the best of luck and love the imagery of your pitch and really looking forward to having some of your product in the near future. I'm based out of Winnipeg, so
yeah,
looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Do you want your desserts to be as memorable as the occasion that you're celebrating with your loved ones or friends? If so, you've come to the right place. Tansei, my name is Alicia Hrbachek. I'm the owner, baker, and educator at Ali's Cake Creations, located in the beautiful Treaty 6 territory in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I'm proud to say that my bake shop offers unique, creative, and artistic cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and other sweet treats. I'm also really happy to say that I now offer educational classes, so I give you the tools to do what I do, but at your home. My business started in 2017 as a self-care hobby. Since then, I am proud to say that in my first year, I turned a profit of $500. And then in my third year, heading into my third year now, I am anticipating a profit of $68,000. I learned to work smarter and not harder. But I'm growing and I need your help. I need to bring on more staff and I need to scale up, and I can't do that alone. So please believe me.
Great job.
Yeah, Ali, it's great to see you again, and you did an excellent job today. Loved how you went over your products and services and broke that down really well. So you mentioned that you're looking to scale up. What is one of the biggest pieces that you would need using the funding, that you would utilize the funding for, I should say, sorry.
So my biggest issue right now is finding urban reserve space as a status India, and there's obviously tons of benefits financially. So there is a location opening up in 1 year, which I am hoping to scoop up. But until then, with the money now, it'll go towards ordering equipment because there's tons of back order.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Ali. Great to see you.
Hi, Ali. Thanks for your presentation. What you shared your net income. What has your revenue been this past year?
So far, I am at to date. I think I'm at 32,000.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Ali. Great presentation. Thank you so much. How do you get to your customers?
So far, word of mouth is how I grew social media, the platform. It's the best free service. And since then, I have grown to meet the demand by opening up an online store with Squarespace. And it helps me work faster. Like I said, work smarter, not harder.
Great.
Well, hi, Thank you for the presentation. Great. Quick, what's been the favorite product from your customers?
My favorite cakes. I do things that are not your stereotypical like box cakes. I do big life size kind of desserts. Yeah, so you can't find what I do too often.
Okay, very unique. Thank you.
What brings people, culture, and language together? Food. My name is Aric Aguonie, and I grow food and cultivate smiles for the future. If you're anything like me, you've questioned what it means to be Native growing up in modern society, looking for your cultural identity where the sacred is scarce. Deeply connected to the land at Earth Haven, my family's farm in Thomasburg, Ontario, we honor the food we grow with guidance from our ancestors, blazing a path for the next 7 generations. Out of the 32 biodynamic certified farms in Canada, I'm the only Native using this full circle approach to build good soil and soul. Through shepherding and soil building, we have found a tangible way to solving our food problem and detachment from our traditions. Your contribution encourages Earth Haven's ability to offer space and practice our Native traditions in new ways. Climate change calls us all to think as Natives. Without food and water, we are not alive. Join us in sharing Earth's abundance so that others can have a haven too.
Thank you, Aric, for your presentation. I was curious, who are your customers?
We do market or 2 markets downtown Toronto, and farm gate sales, and we also do a CSA, community supported agriculture, so a box program for local people around our area.
Thank you.
Great pitch. Thank you so much. How many staff do you have?
I have myself, my mother, and my best friend Emily. So there's 3 of us.
Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful presentation. How long have you been doing this?
Since 2006, we opened up the farm, and I've been at this journey for a long time. And like I say, we're soil building, so everything starts at the base. So we got a good foundation for growing whatever we want to grow from what I do.
Oh, great, thank you.
Yeah, fantastic presentation so far. Just a quick question. If you do win the powwow pitch, how will you use these funds?
Mostly the funds will be put into infrastructure, but through all that, we're looking to hire 2 new people for next year and just streamline our efficiency and get more sales, etc. So we're building as we have been, and we will keep on doing the same.
Love the shirt, Aric. Excuse me, can you tell me about your marketing strategy and how you're letting the world know you're out there?
Well, we have the website, Instagram, and stuff like that. So I do try to post videos. Our marketing strategies through the word of mouth, really. So I've been doing the downtown Toronto market. So I've got a good customer base that we've just been growing, and it just is continuing, especially with COVID.
Yeah, so do you want to tell, a great pitch by the way, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your staple products from Earth Haven Farm, like favorites or customer favorites?
Sure. Well, we have a planting calendar, and I do make these things here. So we do a lot of crafts in the wintertime, but market garden, ground beef, so the cows are a huge part of the farm. So that's where the soil comes from. So, yeah. Sorry.
Great job.
Ponce. My name is Garrett Millsap, and I am the owner of Rad Relish Co. I am pitching to you today from the traditional unceded territory of the Syilx Nation in the Okanagan Valley. I'm a proud member of Métis Nation, British Columbia, and I sit on the board of directors for the Kelowna Métis Association. Rad Relish is the creation of my 92-year-old Métis elder, Peggy Millsap. Over COVID, I was browsing around grocery stores, and I simply just couldn't find an Indigenous-made product. So I decided to share my grandma's recipe with the rest of Canada. I'm proud to say that we locally source all of our products and all of our ingredients, and today we are listed in over 200 retailers across Western Canada, including all 78 London Drugs. With the $25,000, I can rapidly accelerate Rad Relish to be in every grocery store in Canada. Marseille, and thank you. Thank you.
Great presentation. Can you tell me a little bit about your revenues this past year?
So we started in June 2021. We've sold 15,000 jars of relish, and we did 111,000 in our first year.
Wow.
Thank you.
Totally bootstrapped. No, we have not taken a penny of dollars from anywhere yet.
Excellent.
No grants,
Congratulations.
no funding, nothing. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wow. That's the great presentation. So
Thank you.
How do you do the production? Who helps with
So-
producing? How do you scale?
So recently, Painter's Fruit Market is our farm. Janae Painter. We recently it's the first time since 1951 that they've sold their whole crop of zucchini. We bought 10,000 pounds of zucchini from them this year. We have a commercial kitchen that me and my partner have is in our house. It's actually a certified CFIA kitchen. We've actually already outgrown it in the first year. So now we just actually purchased a larger commercial space. So we're going to rapidly grow. We're going to change from glass jars because they're just costing us too much money. They're too heavy to ship and our carbon footprint's too big. We're going to be switching to flex packaging. So yeah, we're moving.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Excellent presentation. Thank you so much. What's your marketing strategy?
Marketing strategy, social media is big. Because like I say, we've bootstrapped it from the ground up. I honestly do all the marketing. I literally just reach out to different newscasters across the land and do interviews. Like I have 2 more interviews today to do about Powwow Pitch, and I just reach out and literally I have a degree in business with a major in communication. So word of mouth and free marketing is the only way to go because you can't afford to spend money on other things when you're trying to grow.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you so much.
Hi, judges. Hey, everybody. This is McKenzie Robinson. I'm Trek Coffee Incorporated. We're out of Vancouver, British Columbia. My family's from Timiskaming First Nations, which is northern Quebec. I'll start off. Yeah, today I woke up. I called up my older brother Dave, and I said, "Hey, what should I talk about today?" And he said, bring up your veteran background. I'm a Indigenous veteran. I've done a tour in Afghanistan. I've been there twice. I've done years of experience there. And then I also talked to my sister this morning, and she's like, "Hey, I made a pot of coffee. Here's a pot of coffee." And then I thought about my mom. And I'm like, well, she's sleeping next door, nice and soft and quiet and secure. What Trek Coffee is, it's about family, it's about security, and creating good opportunities for the next group of Indigenous entrepreneurs. That's my pitch. We're going to use the money towards a coffee shop.
Hey, McKenzie. Thanks for your pitch. It was great hearing a little bit of personal detail about you.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. I'm curious, what accomplishments have you had so far with your business?
We've been on a lot of directories. So we've gotten ourselves on a whole bunch of directories. We're trying to align ourselves with procurement and like background contracts. So we understand that there's a big competition with regular larger companies. So where people would actually thrive is by having Indigenous corporations or companies be supported in the background. So we want to try and get the military contracts for coffee and stuff like that. And I know how horrible the coffee is in the military, so it'd be nice to have a good cup of coffee at once at some point.
Great. Thank you very much for your answer.
Yeah.
Awesome, McKenzie. What motivated you to get into coffee, actually?
It was just, I work at the Institute for Veteran Education and Transition at UBC, University of British Columbia, and just helping out people. I lost a buddy who back in the day to mental health, and that's what got me started in mental health. And whenever I look after the guys and girls at UBC, it gives me more motivation to do whatever I do. This is just an enabler for me to help out other people, create scholarships. Every year we do thousands of dollars in scholarships. This is just another way to do that. Yeah.
Right on. Really appreciate your authenticity of your pitch, and thank you for your service as well. Really appreciate that and the niche that you found there. So who have you found to be your best customers thus far with Trek Coffee?
So in person, we do farmers markets, and we're trying to get a coffee shop going. So this pitch would actually help. The 25,000 would help with that. We have a partnership with the UBC where they actually want us in there. They're going to do a free rent for a year, and they want us to thrive in there. And we want to bring in like Bannock and other Indigenous products in there. Yeah.
Right on. Appreciate you.
Great job.
Amazing work, everyone. Congratulations to all of our semi-finalists who pitched in the food and drink category. Thank you for sharing your creativity, courage, and culinary might with us this evening. You are leading by example, and we're rooting for you. Now is the time we've all been waiting for. The judges scored, deliberated, and selected the winner and would like to provide an honorary mention and recognize the entrepreneur who came in third place and the runner-up. The judges would like to provide an honorable mention to Teresa Ward, founder of Grandma Teresa Bannock and Catering Services, Inc. Coming in third place for the Powwow Pitch Food and Drink semifinal is Alicia Hrbachek, founder of Ali's Cake Creations. The runner-up for the Powwow Pitch Food and Drink semifinal is Jenna White, founder of Jenna's Nut-Free Dessertery. And the winner of the Powwow Pitch Food and Drink semifinal, who is also taking home $1,000 tonight and is advancing to the finals, is Garrett Millsap, founder of Rad Relish Co. Congratulations, Garrett, for moving on to the finals and winning the food and drink category. Amazing work, Jenna, Ali, and Teresa, and well done to all of our food and drink semifinalists. Remember, if your favorite entrepreneur didn't make it through, you can still vote for them to win the People's Choice Award. The entrepreneur that receives the most votes by September 19th will receive $1,000 and advance to the finals. Visit powwowpitch.org/vote to vote now. Thank you, judges, for your support, excellent questions, and for selecting the winner to move forward to the finals. Please share your final reflections.
I'm Chris from Royal Bank, and on behalf of Royal Bank, I really enjoyed all of the energy and enthusiasm of the entrepreneurs, and really enjoyed being a judge for all the pitchers today.
Team McGuire Pitchers, on behalf of Meta, I'm so excited to see such great product and such great ideas, and I wish you all the best. It's been an honor to be a judge today.
Hi, I'm Famini from MasterCard. I'm thrilled to listen to all the pitches and inspirational stories. I wish you all the best.
Hey, this is Sasha from MasterCard, and on behalf of my colleague and myself from MasterCard, I really wish to thank everybody for all of your wonderful and passionate pitches, and really wish you all the best.
Hey everyone, Joella here from the Yukon Soaps Company and a fellow pitcher, our previous pitcher, I guess. So awesome to see all these incredible entrepreneurs across the country. Keep on being amazing.
Tansei Bojoani, Noah Wilson from Futurepreneur Canada and their Indigenous Entrepreneur Startup Program. And I just want to say, Chi-miigwech, thank you everyone who pitched today and showcasing the resurgence of Indigenous entrepreneurship across Turtle Island. It was really an honor, and you definitely made it a tough job for our judges today, but it was excellent to see the future of where Indigenous entrepreneurship is going on Turtle Island. So take care, and Chi-miigwech again.
Thank you, judges. Thank you to our presenting sponsors, RBC, Shopify, Meta, and MasterCard. Our silver sponsors, the Business Development Bank of Canada, Canada Post, Export Development Canada, the Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada, Jelly Academy, NACA, and Futurepreneur. Our seed sponsors, MyTax, MNP LLP, Sklar Wilton and Associates, Invest Ottawa, the Women Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub, Sierra, Best Buy, Rakuten Advertising, and Tecumloop's Business and Economic Development. Our collaborating partners, Raven Reads, Native Love Notes, CFDC of CIFN, Indigenous Lift Collective, Entrepreneur, and Women in Business in New Brunswick. Thank you to our mentors, volunteers, and judges for your support in bringing the 2022 Power Pitch online and across Turtle Island this evening. Thank you also to our executive producer, Victoria Lennox, and our creative producer, Cyprian Shelenkevich, for bringing our vision to life. A huge congratulations to tonight's entrepreneurs for their passionate and compelling pitches. And thank you to our viewers tonight for cheering on Indigenous entrepreneurs through Powwow Pitch. Let's keep the conversation going using the hashtag Powwow Pitch. Join us tomorrow evening for the Health and Wellness category semifinals and each evening this week from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until tomorrow, I am your host, Sunshine Tenasco, signing off. Miigwech kpijayeg nongom nakshe.